Hello, Scorpio. Welcome to your middle of April reading. This is going to be an interesting reading because instead of doing tarot cards, I'm doing mainly oracle cards. I don't know how many of you have heard of Baba Jolie, but I look up to her. I look up to her and other oracle card readers, and I admire her readings. And so eventually, when I get things organized, I'm going to start doing readings like that. But for now, I'm just getting started on this. So with the oracle cards we're using, we have Wisdom of the House of the Night, and we have Energy Oracle cards, Pure Magic, and these are new. I got some crystal cards, and we'll also be working with the Divine Abundance. Stumbling over my words. Let me see something. All right. I don't know if there's a glare or if that looks good. But we're going to be starting with cards like that. First, I'm going to start off with House of the Night. I'm trying to get things organized around here. Okay. See, it looks like a glare to me, but that's because I'm looking at things from a different angle. And this is our card for Wisdom of House of, our book for Wisdom of House of the Night. And this is what some of these cards look like. I'm kind of burnt out when it comes to tarot, guys. I'm burnt out. And I'm just tired of, reading the same meanings over and over again. I know there's a book out there called the Self-Care book. There's a lot of books out there involving self-care and tarot. There's a lot of books out there that'll tell you what a particular tarot card means for terms of self-care. But as far as love readings, guys, I'm just burnt out. I'm tired of reading Three of Swords and Seven of Swords and all of that. And for me, Three of Swords means someone needs to tell the truth. Someone needs to tell the truth. And I'm not saying that people don't get hurt by Three of Swords, but it's usually because somebody needed to tell the truth. So, this is me getting into oracle readings and taking a step into oracle readings. I want to make an oracle reading that's at least 40 minutes long. I know Baba Jolie sometimes does them for like an hour, and I'm impressed. I'm impressed by that. So I'm going to pull out 8 cards for you, Scorpio. And this is for the middle of the middle of April. And I'm new to these cards. They look kind of dark to me with the dark border. But what's crazy to me, out of all these crazy cards I pulled out for you, Scorpio, at the bottom of the deck is love. So I don't know how love came out from all of this, but we're going to see, okay? And we're going to talk about all these cards. So the first thing I see, Scorpio, is lust. So if you're attracted to someone, in the the middle of April, it starts out as lust. And a lot of people will be like, oh, Scorpio, Scorpio is an addict and this and that. And I disagree because I don't think I know all Scorpios. I am a Scorpio myself, but I really don't think it's right to stereotype, any sign. And I think a lot of relationships start out with, someone feeling physically attracted to somebody. And it doesn't necessarily always stay that way, but So what we have is lust. It says, "My dear one, when the symbol of lust has come before you, beware that when you toy with this energy, you may become consumed by it." So there could be somebody that you think is attractive in the middle of April, and the message from this card is telling you to beware that you don't become consumed by it, okay? So it says there is a fine line between balance. No, there's a fine balance between desire that is pure and the obsession that arises in the insatiable thrill of danger. Be careful that your desire remains good and that your wanting doesn't cause hurt to yourself or another. So if there's somebody you want, Scorpio, but they say mean things to you or they hurt you, you really shouldn't be around this person, okay? And I don't know who this person is, but it says it is best that you move cautiously forward. If you're asking about a relationship, you may be developing an obsessive fever that will take a long time to recover from. Ask yourself, what is the nature of your desire? Why do you want this so badly? Beware, there is always a hidden agenda in lust. What is yours? So, this card is basically asking you to consider what your agenda is. Every person has an agenda. Agendas aren't necessarily good or bad, they're just there, and it's asking you, what is your agenda? Um, with your other cards, we have, and I'm just organizing these, we have movement, okay? So it's almost like somebody lusted after somebody and then possibly moved towards them, okay? And that's in the middle of April. I think I said January earlier, but I'm not trying to say January. I'm trying to say the middle of April. Movement, okay? So there will be a lot of movement and wonderful surprises. If you have been waiting for something, you will soon have clarity. You will get answers you thought would never come, and you will move closer to things that were out of reach before. Perhaps this card predicts a trip that you've always wanted to take. The symbol for movement can indicate both a change of scene and a real shift in the direction of your life. No matter what this symbol holds for your question, know that wonderful change is now possible. This is the time to make your move. So it looks like you wanted somebody in the past, um, but then you end up moving towards them. Or if you do end up wanting somebody in April, you're going to move towards them, okay? But the problem is we have here is differences, at page 36. And on the card, it's a picture of a white and a black cat, So this person, to me, somebody could be into black magic, but you're into like the white stuff, like you're into um I don't want to call it the good magic, but there is a specific name for it, and I think it is called white magic. This person could be into black magic and you're into white magic, or you just you're on different sides of the fence. Somebody could be very cynical and you're very positive. Y'all just have like a lot of differences. So choosing the symbol for differences asks you to accept that you will not always agree with everyone and they may not always agree with you. Okay, so and it says try to see and hear the other person's side if you can. You must learn to accept that others are not the same as you. It's important to allow others to express their opinions. So, I was reading a book the other day about this, and I think it was called Spiritual Growth. And it basically says, we're not helping our friends by staying at their level. So, if somebody has a problem, you can decide if they want to complain or if they just want to solve their problem. Some people just want to complain. And, if they just want to complain and they don't want to get out of their problem, well, you have to accept them as they are, and move on. Staying with them on their level, does not help them grow. Okay. But we have listening as well. Darkness does not always equate to evil. Light does not always bring good. So it's talking about listening to somebody. You could be listening to somebody. I felt like I was broke down last night. It says drawing this symbol indicates that you are meant to listen to what others are saying with their gestures rather than their words. So, somebody you're talking to in April, they could be saying a bunch of crazy stuff, but their gestures indicate something different, okay? It almost reminds me of someone that says a bunch of negative things, but then they hug you, but you need to learn to read between the lines and find the true meaning as to what is required right now. Listen and learn. What others don't say is what is important at this moment. So somebody could be hiding something, they're hiding their feelings, and it's basically about what they don't say that's important. We also have fragments. Somebody could have recovered a missing soul fragment, or they're trying to recover a missing soul fragment. And that was underneath our lust card. So it could be that you could be trying to replace somebody with somebody else, and you don't need to do that, okay? You need to accept that you lost somebody if you have, and that nobody is ever going to replace that person. So if you lost your dad or your mom, lusting after somebody is not going to bring your dad or your mom back, okay? It just won't. If anything, it'll cause a soul fragment because you didn't accept that part of yourself that needs to be accepted, and you're going to have to bring that soul fragment back to you in the future, right? You can't just um, separate yourself, right? It's also talking about life being separate, being split into many parts. See the big picture, and no matter what, all is well. So basically, you need to look at the big picture. I mean, everything is connected, right? It's not just one separate thing. It's not just, okay, today I feel like being with so and so, and yesterday my dad died, and it's not all separate. It's all connected, okay? It's all connected. You're going to make a conclusion, possibly about somebody, with the conclusion card. And so this is the time of endings and new beginnings. Drawing the symbol indicates that you have come to the end of some experience in your life and are about to enter a new one. So don't resist the conclusion, for endings are important experiences and will help you build a strong foundation for your next adventure. This is also a warning to get all the facts before you draw a conclusion about someone. You can't know the whole story if you haven't read the end. Remain open when an ending is final or a conclusion is correct. This is a sign that a new story is about to unfold. So it says remain open even when an ending is final or a conclusion is correct. This is a sign that a new story is about to unfold. So you could have ended things with someone in April. Okay, you ended things, the story's over, but that doesn't necessarily mean the story's over, right? I mean, like, this person could change or come back. There's so many things that could happen. So it's telling you to be open to all the different things that could be coming into your life in April. We have High Priestess of Spirit, okay? High Priestess of Spirit. Um so you need to focus on spirituality at this time, because even though there was an ending, that doesn't mean that God left you, okay? God is still here. God is still with you. God did not leave, okay? God is still with you, okay? Um, a lot of people, they want to be in a relationship because they're like, oh, I just want to be held, I just want to be loved. And sometimes the universe holds us. We don't always need to be held. I mean, we could lay down and relax and smell some incense, and God will hold us, right? God's got you, Scorpio. Scorpios go through a lot, in my opinion, and Scorpio has been through so much. You're learning so many things at this time, Scorpio. And I'll tell you right now, Scorpio, based on your cards, you need to be comfortable with yourself, because not everybody's going to like you. Okay, we have this chaos card, which to me it means not everybody's going to like you. There's going to be chaos, okay? There's going to be chaos. You could have split from somebody who was very popular. You know, maybe you were popular and they were popular and y'all split, and then there was a lot of chaos that ensued. So it's something to do with chaos. And it says a storm is brewing and misunderstandings are all too common as chaos swirls around your life right now. So that's what's, kind of happening in the middle of April is a lot of chaos. To me, it almost looks like you were interested in somebody, but you left them because y'all had differences that could not be overcome. And then after you ended things, a lot of chaos came, right? A lot of chaos came. And it says it says a good thing to say to yourself is no drama. And that's what I keep saying to myself all the time, Scorpio. If somebody brings drama into your life, they don't belong in your life, okay? Scorpios have enough drama without other people bringing drama into their lives. Scorpios, they have enough drama, enough bad things going on sometimes in their lives that they don't need to be with somebody who just brings in more drama. They don't need an extra person to bring in more drama. Sometimes we may have feelings for somebody, or we think somebody's attractive, and we think that that person's going to bring love or positive energy into our lives. And what ends up happening is instead, some people, instead they bring chaos. And I don't like tornadoes. Personally, I've had dreams about them, and I've even watched a few videos on YouTube about them. I've never seen one in person. Don't want to see one in person. I used to want to, but everyone that wants to see one of these, they just don't want to be hurt, right? They want to be able to go into their basement and hide from it. And the thing is, Scorpio, is whoever this was, they brought a lot of drama into your life. It could be that you're letting go of the aftermath of that drama, right? Like this person brought in a lot of drama and now they're leaving, but there's a little bit of drama left that's coming out of them. It kind of reminds me of that Sleeping Beauty movie, where like Sleeping Beauty was not invited to her the witch in the movie was not invited to Sleeping Beauty's christening party or something, and she got really mad, and even when she left the party, she left like a little bit of drama as she was leaving. And I'll tell you right now, Scorpio, and this was something that a holy person said, usually when we're fighting certain people, and they're leaving, they're going to throw out a little bit more while they're leaving towards the end, right? That's what they're going to do. That's what certain people do. But it just means that you've won, okay? It just means that you've won. But what you don't see coming in the middle of April is love. You go through all this crap just to get to this. So, in order to get love, Scorpio, you need to love yourself, okay? And I know a lot of you are tired of hearing that, because it's like, well, I have been loving on myself. I have been doing what I need to do. And so you'll be opening your heart in the middle of April. And it says, choosing this symbol is a powerful sign that love in all forms is in your life now. There is a responsibility to this also. You must give love freely without conditions and love others because your heart is open. There is something else here to consider. Love can be a confusing force too, and can sometimes ask a sacrifice of you. If your heart is aching and feels like it's broken, know that love has a greater love for you later. Okay? No matter where you are in your life right now, love has come to guide you into an important experience, trust and love. So your heart could be breaking because you had to let go of a certain person. You thought that you and this person were going to be together, right? But that wasn't meant to be. That wasn't going to happen. And so it's telling you that even though your heart was broken, to open your heart. If it were me, like, I would just notice the signs earlier, okay? I would just notice the signs earlier next time. But you have love coming into your life in the middle of April. And so that's very interesting, Scorpio. You went through all this stuff just to get to love, and I think it all boils down to this with this fragment, Scorpio. I think you were missing a missing soul fragment. I said missing twice, but you were missing a soul fragment. You get what I'm trying to say. And it could have been that your dad died or your mom died or somebody you knew died, and rather than feel what you wanted to feel, you were going after somebody and you were denying an essential part of yourself that you needed to accept. You need to accept all parts of you, Scorpio. You don't want to end up with multiple personality disorder, which I'm not a doctor, but I'm just saying when you're missing a soul fragment, sometimes it can feel like multiple personality disorder. And what you have to do is bring that fragment back and accept it so that you're not hurting anymore. I have more oracle cards because I'm getting more into oracle cards. And like I said, I look up to Babalina Jolie. I'm not really sure exactly how to pronounce her name. I just call her Baba Jolie, but she's really good when it comes to oracle cards and stuff like that. I like oracle cards. And I just want to use more of them. I want to get away from the tarot world because a lot of the tarot world stuff is about drama and heartache and people hurting each other, and I don't want to talk about that, right? I want to talk about something good. If you had something good happen in your life recently, leave it in the comments. Let's talk about something good. Let's stop talking about the past and how people hurt us and all this other stuff. Let's stop dwelling in that energy because that energy sucks and it keeps us stagnant. So, we're doing some more oracle cards. Nice. 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 So even though this person didn't want to give you the love that you deserved, they're going to be jealous when it comes into your life, okay? They didn't want to love on you right, but they're going to be jealous when love does come into your life, okay? And how does love come into our lives? Well, I'll tell you guys, it comes into our lives by focusing on good things, focusing on good people. It's not going to come in your life if you keep focusing on your ex, and the bad things. So for the lust card, we have the third chakra, Archangel Chamuel. So something could be going on with your third chakra that causes you to lust after people, Scorpio. Tell me more about this third chakra. So you could have felt a soul connection with somebody, and you were very honest with this person, okay? With this soul connection, you may have lusted after them at first, but then with this soul connection, you were open and honest with them about what you wanted, and you were directing your energy in a focused, purposeful manner. So you were very open and honest with somebody from what I can see, okay? But with this world card, things came to an end. So that tells me, that this is a stop to the movement. You are going to move towards this person. You're probably even going to go visit them, but you feel like they were the completion of your life lessons, okay? Now with the differences card, we have Angel of Love, Angel of Love. So let's get some messages about the differences. Okay, it's telling you that I think you were too good for this person because this angel is here to say that far greater tenderness is available to you. And it says, either way, remember that your first intention for tenderness must be directed inward. And the compassion that you demonstrate towards yourself will influence the energetic potential of these events in a significant way. The angel of love is smiling on you and forging connections in the energetic realm. So basically what it's saying, this angel of love is telling you that even though you and someone had differences, that's no reason not to love on yourself. And that loving on yourself is what's going to help you with bringing in new love. Don't stay with somebody just because you have lust for them or just because you thought they were the one. If somebody's not treating you right, you need to move on so you can get the love that you deserve. Okay, Scorpio? Now, with your listening card, we have hostilities, okay? You tried to listen to this person. You tried to be there for them, and they were just hostile towards you, okay? Their defenses are up, aggressive energy. The aggressive energy may be verbal or emotional, with someone in your environment being excessively critical, demanding, or hurtful. In a work or social situation, there may be backstabbing or out and out slander going on. This is different from the deceit card because the hostile energies are more apparent, more overt. In fact, may have been living with them for some time. But whether this is new or old energy, now is the time to regain control. Allowing dishonoring treatment from others is an open invitation to the universe to send you more. It may feel risky, but you need to have the courage to stand up for yourself now and always. So, like I said, somebody was not treating you right, Scorpio. And if you just allow this person to treat you that way and you keep listening to this person and letting them treat you that way and put these negative messages in your head, more bad people are going to come in your life. So, whoever this is, you need to let them go, okay? And for your missing fragment, we have caring connections. You used to be connected to somebody that cared about you, okay? And you could be comparing this person to somebody you used to care about, but they're not the same. Um, so you felt like you loved somebody, and this is really the only person you loved. You could have had crushes on other people, but you really loved this person. And you could have been trying to find a missing soul fragment through them, okay? You could have been losing a fragment because you were unwilling to accept that you missed somebody. And if this card doesn't refer to that person, it can refer to the person that you miss who was caring. Now, the conclusion, we get Goddess of the Moon, 52, okay? So the reason you ended things is because you connected to your intuition. You said, if this person treats me this badly now, it'll be the same in marriage. And you didn't want to relearn certain lessons over and over again. I don't blame you, Scorpio. Now, with your intuition, we do have indecision. At some point, you were undecided about this person. You didn't really know whether to be with them or not. But it says you could spend days, months, or even years in this back and forth energy, all the while feeling your focus and your life force energy draining away. This indecision creates a paralysis of will, one that can keep you stuck while you're waiting to be certain about the results of your choice. It's time to let go of the analysis and self-doubt that have been keeping you stuck. Meditate on your options and see where your spirit guides you. Consider which direction resonates with you most, both in the process and in the goal. Follow your heart and make the honoring choice. So if somebody's not treating you right, which feels more comfortable to you is basically what it's saying. It's not saying this is a right or wrong decision, but which feels more comfortable to you? Do you like, being treated badly? Because some people, I'm not going to say that they like it, but that's where they feel comfortable. That's their comfort zone. So is that where you feel comfortable? Or do you feel comfortable, being treated good? Which is your comfort zone? Which do you want to sit in for a while? Okay. Because if somebody's treating you badly, Scorpio, it's only going to get worse. Okay. Now, with all this chaos going on, we have the Temple of Faith. Some of you could be going to church or, believing in certain things, going back to your spirituality and your faith. And you're trying to figure out your spiritual purpose and support. Your life is expanding, and you need to keep in mind your personal priorities as well as your spiritual connection. Following your higher intentions will help you move your life forward in dramatic ways, and connecting with spirit and your higher self will have a wonderful influence on all that you experience. So you need to follow your spiritual path. You need to do whatever it is you were meant to do. And there are going to be some people out there that don't like it, Scorpio. They're going to try to cause chaos in your life. They're not going to like you doing what you were meant to do. If you were meant to preach or to be a preacher, some people might try to make your paperwork go missing. There's all sorts of things people try to do when you're moving on because they don't want you to move on. They don't want you to be happy. If they can't be happy, why should you be happy? If they have to suffer, you should suffer too. And that's their mentality, but you're still being guided to follow your purpose, your particular purpose. Now, what you don't see coming out of you following your purpose and you following God is you're going to meet somebody that actually does love you, Scorpio. Okay. Besides you, you're going to meet somebody that loves you. And so with this love card, let's see, the love card, we are going to 20 for the envy card because somebody is going to be jealous of your love. Once you find someone who loves you for you, the person who is trying to hold you back is going to be jealous, okay? So it's basically telling you to, let go of the way this person feels. If you feel jealous, it's telling you to let go of that, okay? But if your other person feels jealous, don't pay any attention to it, okay? Just be grateful for what you have in your life. Be grateful for the love in your life, okay? Um and if the person you used to be with gets with somebody else, don't be jealous. That happens a lot. Sometimes we can be involved with somebody who doesn't treat us right, and then they go and treat somebody else the right way, right? But I really think love is coming in for you, and I think somebody's going to be jealous of you. And the message is just to let go of that person's jealousy and just focus on what you're grateful for. Because, Scorpio, you can't control how other people feel, okay? You can't make everybody happy. You can't control how other people feel. The only person you can really control is yourself, right? Now, I'm going to pull some divine abundance cards for you. These are the divine abundance. I've been wanting to use them so badly. Like, I've been wanting to get these cards for a while now. I see other tarot readers with them, other card readers, I should say, because not everybody reads tarot. Some people read cards. And I've been wanting to get these cards, okay? So, we're going to get some messages on this. And we're going to see what is in store for Scorpio in the middle of April in terms of abundance. For some reason, I just thought of that song. Looking for love in all the wrong places. You could have been looking in the wrong place, Scorpio. It's time for you to stop looking in the wrong places. So Scorpio, we get non-duality. This goes back to, again, to your differences card. Let your authentic humanity shine forth while also bowing to the inner divine. You can become fluent at doing both. So it's telling you to be true to yourself while also following God, okay? So it's okay to be human and follow God. Flow, allow me, divine, to move with the flow and respond with calmness and peace. So just because there was an ending doesn't mean you have to be angry and say things. You can just be quiet and peaceful while this ending happens. Divine flow. Eventually, one sublime desire takes precedence over all others, to follow the Tao, the divine flow at all costs. So eventually, you're going to be following God above everyone else, and you're going to be having faith. Miraculously, amazingly, everything I need always comes. Love is opening me to receive beyond anything I imagine. So once you get closer to God, it'll be easier for you to have more faith. And that's when love's going to come in. Love, divine source, is the idea that no person, place, or thing is your salvation, only love itself. So love is what's going to save you, Scorpio. Companionship, giving someone your complete presence, is an astonishing gift. You're going to be friends with somebody. Humility, allow me, divine, to always accept the right assistance. I welcome your help in every way and delight in receiving it. So, in order for our spirit guides or for God to help us, we need to actually ask for help. And that's the problem. Some people are like, well, God doesn't help me. You know, God's not in my life. Well, it's because you didn't ask. We need to ask, right? Ask and you shall receive. Clearing, as true offering arises, it becomes easy to let go. You start to trust that more will always arrive. You shift from mine to God's, such freedom. So it's basically telling you to leave everything to God. Instead of trying to be possessive or, claiming everything is yours, leave it to God. Whoever hurt you, leave them to God, because you cannot help that person. Only God can. And so this is very interesting, Scorpio. I'm going to pull some crystal cards, and that's going to be the end of your reading. I made it to 40 minutes. I was trying to get to 40 minutes, and I made it to 40 minutes. Not that timing is necessarily the best thing in a reading. I just like giving positive messages, a lot of positive messages, and that's what I want to get into. I want to get into giving people positive messages. That's why I changed the name of my channel to Positive Thinking Oracle. It used to be Positive Thinking Tarot, but I just couldn't find, the positive meanings behind the tarot cards unless I was doing self-care with them, So once I get a book about self-care, I may go back to it. But for now, we're just going to be doing oracle cards. So I'm going to try to do just oracle cards because I was really getting burnt out with the tarot. And oracle cards will tell you the messages you need to hear anyways, even without tarot. So these are some hard cards. Like, they're really sticky. And some people, when they get a new pair of cards, they'll like separate each one of them. I guess that would have been the best thing for me to do, but I didn't know how these cards were going to be. And so we're going to separate some of these. You have labradorite, amethyst, aquamarine. I try to get like 8 cards in. I don't know why, I just like the number 8 lately. So these are all the crystals. I'm not saying you have to get all these crystals to help you, but me personally, I really like amethyst when it comes to letting go of people. But let's go to the labradorite, and see what that means. So this is the mind's eye. It says you are an intuitive being with the gift of foresight. Keep yourself grounded. The veil between the worlds is thin. You could easily confuse yourself with imaginings. Aim for clear insights. Hold on to common sense. It is your most effective tool in assessing intuitions and acting on those that are valid. And as far as healing goes, it says giving your energy away is bad for your health. Establishing an efficient interface with the outside world will protect your well being. So, some of you were giving your energy away to a certain situation. You were giving more in a relationship than you were receiving, okay? We have amethyst. Amethyst. Now, if you ever notice that you're giving more to a certain situation than the other person, you need to let that situation go, okay? And it says you need to let go of cravings to have inner freedom and have well being. You have an addictive personality. Make a concerted effort to overcome such behavior or obsessions of any kind and avoid overindulgence. Balance work and play. You are prone to excess in both. Understanding hidden causes of compulsive actions brings peace. So again, what's the reason why you keep gravitating towards somebody? Because then you can stop it, right? Hand your will over to soul and allow your spirituality to flourish. Release self-defeating programs, maintain your integrity, and let the universe decide. We also have aquamarine, okay? Aquamarine. And that is hope. Again, you're being called to release self-defeating programs, listen to your inner guidance, but be objective. If somebody offers you something, accept it. Watch out for idle gossip. Tie up loose ends before moving on. Remain emotionally detached. Avoid procrastination. Success may come in a court case. Stay positive and remember your family. Again, it's talking about you being deeply intuitive. We also have Adjuite, and that is 30. So you're a compassionate person, Scorpio. Put down your burdens, knowing you are a being of light. Resolve conflicts and forgive those who wounded you. It's saying maybe to give somebody a second chance. Honor your promises. Find the best solution for everyone. Let your dispassionate and compassion encompass all. Charity or volunteer work is indicated. We also have appetite. So maybe the new person that's coming into your life wants a second chance. Could be someone from your way past. Appetite says be inspired, discern truth within. Recognize what is real in your world and restructure your reality. Don't be deceived by false fronts. See what is beneath. Develop your metaphysical perception. Things improve steadily. Understand that circumstances are merely learning opportunities. It is time to be of service to others. Teach what you know, okay? Teach what you know. Citrine. Abundance. Take time out for joyful play. Self-regard heals a damaged child. Abundance is all around you. You attract success and prosperity. Stop worrying. Be optimistic and allow life to happen. Trust your intuition and perception. Consult the wise child within. Your thoughts on the bigger picture are correct. If there is family discord, harmony is restored through praise, okay? We also have bloodstone. So I went over 40 minutes, but I'd rather be over than under. So detoxification and chaos precede transmutation. Perseverance is needed. Locked doors open, obstacles are swept away, and romance blossoms, okay? Preserve your good reputation. Recognize your enemies and keep them close. Do not be deceived. A farewell is called for. Mourn appropriately and let go. You are a spiritual warrior. Be assertive, okay? So be assertive when you let somebody go, okay? We also have turquoise, and that is 39. True riches. Watch your health and avoid polluted environments. Brilliant success and happiness are coming. Fortune favors you. You navigate the way forward with sure-footed confidence. But watch your personal safety and deal with problems immediately. Good friends accompany you. You are in the spotlight and others rely on you. So, Scorpio, you're healing and you're finding your life's purpose, and you have a lot of people that look up to you, okay? So be careful with your words and your actions. And that's all I have for you, Scorpio. If I do another reading, it's probably going to be tomorrow for Leo, because I'm just not used to like doing an hour, almost an hour long reading. You know, I'm used to doing like the little small readings with tarot cards and such. And so that was very interesting, Scorpio. Another reader that I like, that some of you may have heard of, I haven't really listened to her in a while. Her name is Scent Star. And Scent Star, what she does is she will use crystal cards, but she doesn't use them the way I use them. She doesn't read and read and read. You know, she's got her cards memorized. So what she does is she'll put down the crystal cards and tie them into the reading. But that's all I have for you, Scorpio. It looks like you finally learned something that you needed to learn as far as a certain person goes, and it looks like you're going to be moving on. You know, I was going to say, look at all these cards. It's so confusing putting these cards back up. But that's what I'm laughing at is how confusing this is. But yeah, you went through a lot, Scorpio, with whoever this was, and I really don't understand that second chance card. So I don't know if it applies to that person or not, but just do what's best for you is my advice. Don't let a card reading, decide, your fate. Even if it is oracle cards, decide for yourself who you will and who will not be let in your life. Me personally, for me, sometimes I get into the habit of thinking I can fix people, and that's not really my job. It's not my job to fix somebody. That's God's job. And so if you're trying to fix somebody, it may be time to let go of that person, because I don't really see, you fixing them. I see God fixing them. And the only way God can fix them is probably if you leave them alone. When people need surgery, we take them to a surgeon, but we don't go in the surgery room and bug them. We wait for the surgery to be complete and for them to be healed. So that's all I have for you, Scorpio. Thank you.